Hey friends, this is Carlton Lewis, aka Mellow Melanin, aka Mega Businessman, coming to you live and direct from Atlanta, Georgia. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to sell your home without a realtor. All right, so let's jump right into it. I pulled this report up from Consumer Report, or actually these tips from Consumer Report. So I'm going to go through these tips, but I'm also going to give you a perspective from a licensed real estate agent as well, someone who is also an investor. All right, so that can help you out, because selling a house, for most people, it doesn't happen a lot. You may buy or sell maybe as a homeowner maybe once or twice, maybe 3 times, possibly 4 times in your life. That's the average person, right? But most people don't do that. They'll buy a house and they'll stay in it for a long period of time, buy 2 houses, stay in for a long period of time. There's a lot of work that goes into it. We're going to give you 5 tips here. I'm going to talk about these 5 tips. Trust Consumer Reports with a lot of the information, but some of this stuff, it needs to be elaborated on a little bit more. But I definitely wanted to make sure I went through this information with you, because some people will look to go the for sale by owner route. Now, I'm just going to go right into the points that they have here. And number 1 is to set a realistic price. Now, if you're doing your house for sale by owner, many people will probably go here it says here, like an online pricing calculator like Zillow's Estimate. They'll probably do something like that. That's good, but a human being, to me, a real estate agent, a realtor, will help you with that a little bit better. They'll give you a lot more detailed information. All right, and so that estimate could be higher or lower. Zillow's estimate, I should say, could be higher or lower. You definitely want to confirm that before you set your price and say this is the price. You need to know the supply that's going, how many other houses on the market that are like yours or similar to yours in the area, the demand, how fast houses are turning over. So you need to set a realistic price. You can price yourself out of the market, or you can put yourself in a position where you don't get what you feel like you deserve. So you got to be smart about setting a realistic price. All right, let's go to the next one. The next one is advertise. Good old marketing and advertising. Most people don't really understand marketing, so you need to know that you need to do more than just put a for sale by owner sign in your yard. Okay, you need directional signs that point, at the front of your neighborhood, that point to where the sign is. You're going to need to know different types of advertising, whether they're online platforms or offline advertising. Like, we've covered signs, we've covered like traditional newspapers, postcards, flyers. There are a lot of different ways that you can advertise a property, and it's good to know that. You need to think about who your target market is. What's the typical person that will want to buy your house? Everybody's not the same. Like, say for instance, you're in a condo, a high-rise condo, and maybe you're trying to do it for sale by owner, and you don't know the demographics. The typical, you're trying to market to family. So there's different things that you would need to know, and it's worth checking those options out. So you're just not thinking that all you need to do is put a sign up in your yard and that people are going to run to you looking to buy your house. Simply not true. You definitely have to do marketing. You have to be consistent with a marketing campaign. And again, a great real estate agent, a great realtor can help you with that. Something you can do on your own, but you can get help from a professional. It says, give a detailed description of your home. So there's an amateur way to sell a home and there's a professional way to sell a home, right? And a good description of your home in print, right, or even in pictures, they tell a story, right? And they put the potential buyer, in the mindset of what this home, would feel like if I was to live in it. Or they want to see they'll see your pictures and your description and what you're saying about the home, and they're going to want to see the home. All right, you got to do things to make people want to see the home. So definitely give a detailed description, include the photos, things that you like about the house, some features about the location, that are helpful. Is it near shopping? Is it near schools? Is it near a park? Um, you know, things that people like about the area where you live, things that people like about the neighborhood. So there's a certain way that you have to market your house. Again, you have to do more than just put a sign there. And there's a certain way that you have to market that house to bring the most qualified buyers to you. And this list doesn't even include getting qualified buyers. Anybody can say they want to buy your house, but if they haven't talked with a mortgage professional to help them out to figure out how much loan they can qualify for, because not most buyers are not all cash buyers. There are all cash buyers out there, and if you're interested in something like that, you can check out the Express Offers program by EXP, and you can also go to cashoffers.carlton.com, and you can fill out that form there. It'll take you to Express Offers, and you can get multiple potential cash offers on your property. Now, getting back to that, being patient. You do need to be patient when you're selling a house. If you're going to do for sale by owner, even if you're going to go to a traditional way of listing your home, or even if you're going to do all cash offers. Now, all cash is typically the most convenient way. If you're going to do for sale by owner or a traditional way of listing it with an agent, sometimes that can take a while depending on the market. Right now, we're in the seller's market. There could be multiple offers on your property. And you definitely need to make sure those people are pre-qualified, and that is why it helps to have an agent to help walk you along or help represent you in this process. But again, this is something that you can do on your own, but you need to make sure that you are patient, because it can take some time. If you're expecting it to take within 30 days, sometimes it could take 60 days. I've seen houses on the market for a year, 2 years, 3 years. It just depends, on a lot of factors, and a lot of that has to do with marketing your property the right way. So all of these things piggyback on each other. The last thing it says here is consider paying a broker for limited services. Now, there are definitely different levels of representation. A good agent in your area can tell you about the different levels of representation that they may offer. If you're going to use a service, like this thing says through Fizbo.com, for example, you can get a market analysis done or have an agent review a purchase contract for $200. If you need help negotiating the price and details of a sale, that costs $700. So, you can do that, and just be aware that you pay for what you get. These people are not dedicated to you. They're just giving you some advice. All right. Now, if you want a trusted advisor, a fiduciary, somebody that's going to be your confidant and actually represent you in the sale to help you get the best price and, work with more options, then you should definitely work with a realtor. So I covered how to sell your home without a real estate agent. Again, you need to know marketing. You're going to need to have some idea of contracts. You can try to YouTube these things. You can get a lot of information on YouTube and social media. But at the end of the day, if you're at the least confused and unclear about the process, speak with an agent who can give you some advice in which direction to go, and which may help you have the best option for getting what you want at the end of the transaction. All right. That being said, this is Carlton Lewis with eXp Realty. I do buy and sell houses, so I'm looking for houses to buy, and I also have a group of iBuyers that are willing to make cash offers as well on properties that qualify. Again, you can go to cashofferswithcarlton.com, and as far as this video is concerned, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you share it with somebody you care about, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll know the next time I put out a new video. Have a great day.